Why we want what we want. Imagine a river. It flows whether you watch it or not. Money is like that river, a current, not a destination. The Stoics knew this. They saw wealth as preferred indifference, useful but irrelevant to virtue. Your mind, though, that's where the battle is fought. Every dollar you chase is a shadow of your beliefs. What you truly value shapes where the river flows. So ask yourself, are you building dams or bridges? Modern life tricks us. We confuse having with being. A 2010 study by Kahneman and Deaton found emotional well-being plateaus at 75 grand per year. Beyond that, more money, same storms. Why? The brain adapts. New cars fade into background noise. Luxury becomes ordinary. This is hedonic adaptation, a treadmill disguised as progress. The Stoics called it avaritia, the sickness of endless want. The antidote? Define enough, not as a number, but as peace, a mind unshaken by lack or excess. Here's the irony. Chasing money often pushes it further away, like a dog chasing its tail. Psychology calls this ironic process theory. The harder you try to suppress a thought, the louder it screams. Focus on value, not validation. Build a skill, solve a problem, serve others. Wealth follows like a shadow at noon. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Think of two farmers. One plants seeds, impatient, digging them up daily to check growth. The other tends the soil, trusts seasons. Who eats? Modern culture glorifies the first, hustle, shortcuts, viral fame, but true abundance grows in the second's fields. It's compound interest for the soul. Every choice to learn, to persist, to act with integrity, these are deposits in a bank no crash can touch. You see, wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about your relationship with what you earn. Two men can make the same amount. One feels abundant, the other feels poor. The difference? One understands control, the other is controlled. If you believe money will solve your problems, you're playing a losing game. Money solves money problems, not life problems. The real prize is mastery over your desires, your fears, your impulses. A fool spends more as he earns more, locking himself in golden chains. A wise man builds a system where his needs are few, his mind is sharp, and his time is his own. This is real freedom. Let's talk fear. Poverty terrifies not because of hunger but shame. Society ties worth to net worth. Stoics reject this. Epictetus, born a slave, said, "Wealth consists not in having possessions, but in having few wants. Your power lies in redefining scarcity." A minimalist with clarity is richer than a hoarder with clutter. The psychology here is loss aversion. We fear losing what we have more than gaining what we lack. Ask yourself, do you own your wealth or does it own you? If you disappeared today, would your life's work keep moving or would it collapse the moment you stepped away? If the answer makes you uncomfortable, you know what needs to change. Finally, consider the tree. Its roots dig deep, unseen. The trunk bends but doesn't break. The leaves, they fall and regrow. Money is the leaves. Your philosophy, the roots. Tend them. Let storms shake what they will. When you measure wealth not by what's in your hand but what's in your heart, the game changes. The river keeps flowing. You learn to swim, not against it, but with it. Picture this. A sword buried in stone. The blade rusts. The hilt cracks, but the stone remains. Time is that stone. Money, the sword. All wealth fades. The Stoics whispered this truth. You are a soul carrying a corpse, said Epictetus. Your body, your gold, all temporary. But time, it outlives kings. So why do we trade days for dollars like they're equal? Let's dig deeper. Every hour you sell for wages is a piece of your life spent. Seneca called life long enough if you know how to use it, yet most die with pockets full and souls empty. A 2018 study in social, psychological, and personality science found people who value time over money report higher life satisfaction. Why? Time can't be mined, printed, or inherited. It's the only currency that expires. The rich man with no time is a beggar in disguise. Here's the trap: opportunity cost. Every yes to money is a no to something else. Work 80 hours a week, buy a yacht, but miss your child's first steps. The math never balances. Stoicism teaches amor fati. Love your fate, but fate includes choices. When you measure wealth in moments, not millions, you stop auctioning your hours to the highest bidder. You become a curator of your days. Modern society worships busyness like a god. Hustle culture is just fear dressed as ambition. Psychologists call this time confetti, shattering your life into scraps too small to enjoy. You scroll, you grind, you chase, and one day you wake up old. The Stoic remedy? Memento mori. Remember death. Not to fear it, but to prioritize. A man on his deathbed never wishes he'd bought more stocks. He whispers, "I wish I'd lived." The Latin root of wealth is weal. Well-being, not assets, but peace. Let's talk greed. Not for money, but for more. The brain's insula lights up when we feel scarcity, even if we're wealthy. This is the scarcity mindset, a primal glitch. Stoics called it pleonexia, the disease of endless hunger. Cure it by asking, what can I subtract? Less clutter, less noise, less chasing. Warren Buffett still lives in his first house. Does his joy multiply with each billion? Or does he know something we don't? Finally, imagine a candle. Its wax melts, but the light lingers in memory. Your time is that flame. Money, the wax. Build a legacy that outlives your ledger. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say. When minutes matter more than money, you stop burning the candle at both ends. You let it glow, steady, bright, a beacon, not a bonfire." Why do some people command respect the moment they walk into a room, while others struggle to be noticed? Why do certain individuals attract wealth, influence, and opportunity effortlessly, while most remain stuck? It's not luck, it's not talent, it's power. And power is psychological before it is financial. Most people misunderstand power. They think it comes from status, money, or connections, but true power isn't given, it's taken. It doesn't come from what you own, but from how you think. Power is the ability to act without permission. The average person waits for approval, for the right conditions, for someone to recognize their worth. The powerful don't wait. They move, they decide, they impose their will on reality. This is why the wealthy keep getting wealthier. Their mindset creates their results. There's a psychological principle at play here. The pratfall effect, Aronson et al. People respect competence but are drawn to those who display controlled vulnerability. If you appear too perfect, you become unrelatable. If you appear too weak, you become irrelevant. The balance is key. The most influential figures, leaders, entrepreneurs, creators, know how to appear both exceptional and human. That's why they inspire loyalty. Power is also about perception. Humans are wired for status games. Every interaction is a silent negotiation of rank. If you act like a subordinate, people will treat you like one. If you carry yourself with certainty, the world will adjust. Confidence isn't about knowing everything. It's about making a decision and standing by it. Even if you're wrong, people will still respect decisive action over hesitant wisdom. Ask yourself, are you the one who waits or the one who moves? Do you shape the world around you, or do you let it shape you? If you don't like the answer, you know what needs to change. Have you ever paused to ask yourself if your comfort zone is a gilded cage? We all crave ease, but the softer the bed, the less likely we are to awaken to our full potential. Comfort seems like a reward, yet it quietly steals growth and creativity, leaving you trapped in a cycle of complacency. Every day we trade challenges for certainty. The allure of predictability seduces us, whispering that stability is the key to happiness. But when you settle for what's easy, you may be sacrificing the lessons that hardship teaches. Research in behavioral psychology, like the work of Seligman, that shows that enduring fulfillment comes not from constant comfort, but from overcoming adversity. This isn't a call to seek suffering, but a reminder that true growth often lies on the other side of discomfort. Think of life as a long, winding road. comfort is the smooth, flat stretch where nothing changes, safe but unremarkable. However, when the road gets rough, you learn to drive better, navigate obstacles, and develop resilience. Stoic philosophy reminds us that the obstacles in our path are the path itself. Embracing challenges with a clear mind is the way to cultivate strength and wisdom, rather than clinging to the temporary lull of ease. If you let comfort rule your choices, you risk stagnation. Every decision to avoid discomfort is a missed opportunity to learn something new about yourself. In the quiet moments of struggle, you discover what you're really made of. The art of living isn't in avoiding the storm, it's in dancing in the rain and finding beauty in the struggle. It's in recognizing that every hardship is a seed for future success. Ask yourself, do you choose comfort at the cost of your future self? If your heart hesitates at the thought of stepping out of your familiar boundaries, perhaps it's time to reconsider. The hidden cost of comfort is more than just missed challenges. It's the slow erosion of your potential and the quiet surrender of your dreams. Have you ever asked yourself why you hesitate when opportunity knocks? In those quiet moments of indecision, fear whispers that doing nothing is safer than risking failure. Yet every moment spent in inaction silently drains your potential. The paralysis of passivity isn't a shield, it's a chain that holds you back from the vibrant life waiting just beyond your comfort zone. When you choose not to act, you surrender the chance to shape your future. Bandura's research on self-efficacy shows that doubt in our abilities can be as crippling as any external obstacle. This hesitation breeds a cycle where missed opportunities compound, leading to a life filled with regret rather than accomplishment. Inaction may feel like a refuge, but it's a costly retreat from growth. The wisdom of Stoic philosophy reminds us that life's true challenge is not the absence of obstacles, but our response to them. The Stoics believe that while we cannot control external events, we always have the power to choose our reaction. In every decision lies the chance to reclaim your agency. By acting, even imperfectly, you defy the inertia of fear and declare that your life is yours to command. Reflect on the moments when you let fear win. Do you want to look back and wonder what might have been if you had only dared to move? Each day that you delay action, you not only forfeit progress, but also reinforce a habit of passivity that becomes harder to break over time. The cost is not merely lost opportunities, it's the slow erosion of your dreams and potential. Ultimately, life is defined by the choices you make, not the fears that hold you back. Embrace the discomfort that comes with action, for it is in stepping forward that you reclaim control of your destiny. The cost of passivity is steep, but every bold step you take chips away at that burden, paving the way toward a life rich with purpose and fulfillment. Have you ever asked yourself whether your future is dictated by circumstance or by your own choices? In every moment, you stand at a crossroads where the power to decide is both a burden and a gift. True liberation isn't found in a fat wallet or endless accolades. It's discovered in the act of making decisions that reflect your inner values. Every choice you make is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. When you decide, you assert control over your destiny, carving out a path that is uniquely yours. It's not the grand, sweeping moves that define you, but the accumulation of small, intentional acts that build a life of substance. The power of decision lies in its simplicity. Choose to act, choose to learn, and choose to evolve. In a world filled with distractions and endless noise, the ability to focus on what truly matters is a rare commodity. Psychological studies indicate that decision fatigue, a real measurable drain on our cognitive resources, can lead us to make choices that stray from our true purpose. By simplifying your environment and committing to clear priorities, you conserve your energy for the decisions that shape your future. You become the craftsman of your own existence, refining each decision with the steady hand of purpose. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we can always govern our responses. In this light, every decision becomes an opportunity to practice virtue. When you choose courage over comfort, action over hesitation, you are not just reacting to the world, you are actively creating a reality that resonates with your deepest self. Ask yourself, are you living passively, Or are you embracing the empowerment that comes from deliberate choice? In the end, your journey is defined by the decisions you make. They are the seeds from which your future grows. Every step you take, every risk you embrace, and every fear you overcome reinforces your belief in yourself. Remember, your power lies not in the wealth you accumulate, but in the freedom to decide and the courage to act. Thanks for watching. Now, if you're not sure yet to subscribe or not, I suggest you watch another video of mine, appearing on your screen now.